Hey, welcome back to Daily Hope. Do you remember the little parable that we started a few days ago about a middle-class man who has the ability to enjoy his life versus an upper-class person who doesn't have the ability to enjoy their life? I want you to think of it this way. Let's get real specific. Let's say this middle-class guy, let's say he's a plumber or an electrician. And he likes working with his hands. He works hard. He works through all four seasons, but he's a good worker, and he whistles while he works, for lack of a better term. He's got the radio playing. He talks people up. It's work. It's hard, but he enjoys it. Then he gets home, and at his dinner table, there's laughter and there's fun, and he savors the flavor of the food, and he loves what he's drinking. And afterwards, he watches one of his favorite shows. He gets a great night of rest. And when he locks up at night, his little middle-class home that he's worked so hard for, and he's paying his mortgage every month, well, he stands out in the driveway at night, and he looks at his little house, and he's pleased. He looks at it, and he's like, this is the perfect house for me. I don't really need a bigger house. I don't really need a different house. I like the way the driveway's there. I like my countertops. Like, my life is just right, okay? That's the guy who's described in chapter 5, especially the second half of chapter 5. Now, this upper class guy, let's say he's got 12 houses. He's got a house in Florida, he's got a house in California, he's got a ski house in Aspen, and you could go on with your list, okay? But his mentality is quite different. He's always checking the news, and whenever there's a hurricane in Florida, it just worries him. He's up at night, losing sleep because the hurricane might hit his Florida house. And then he hears that there was an earthquake in California and it might hit his California house. And then, oh my goodness, there's wildfires in Colorado. And so he's got these 12 homes. But not only does he not enjoy a single one as much as the middle class guy, with them actually comes worry. And he's not able to enjoy his houses or any of his other stuff. That's what's described here in chapter 6, verse 2. It says, God gives some people wealth, possessions, and honor so that they lack nothing their hearts desire. So this is up a level from the middle class. The middle class guy, he has enough wealth and possessions to make do. He's got a good life. The upper class guy lacks nothing his heart desires. Anytime he wants to take a vacation, he does. Wants to buy another property, he does. Anything he wants, it's his. But look at the second half of verse 2. But God does not grant that person the ability to enjoy all that stuff. And so strangers enjoy his stuff instead. And then Solomon says this is a meaningless way to live your life, or a grievous evil. To give everything you've got in the pursuit of stuff and be ignoring God so that you don't get from him the ability to enjoy what you have. Now, the point is not that this guy was evil because he accumulated more stuff. The difference is the guy in chapter 5 acknowledged that all of his things were from the hand of God. That's what unlocked the power to enjoy them. So having more stuff isn't evil, but don't waste your energy getting more stuff if you're not thanking God for everything that you have, because you won't be able to enjoy it. We'll go a little deeper into this tomorrow. I'll see you then.